Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you don't know me, my name's Zion. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a Singer Heavy Duty 4432 sewing machine. So I'm going to jump straight into the tutorial and tell you everything you need to know about the machine and show you how to thread the bobbin. When you're making a wig on your sewing machine, you'll either need the straight line or the zigzag stitch. The straight line is what you'd use on a cap with plastic, and the zigzag is what you'd use on a dome cap. This is the length dial. This is where you decide how long you want your stitch to be. You'll always want it to be the longest stitch, which on my machine is a number 4. The width dial is how wide you want your zigzag to be. On some machines it will stop at 4, but on this machine it stops at 6. You always want to make sure you go for the longest width. The needle position only needs to be changed when you are doing the zigzag stitch. You always want to make sure it's either on the left or the right. You never want it to be in the centre. To move the needle, you need to make sure the width dial is on 0, otherwise the needle won't move. If you had the tension dial on 0, that means that you'd have no tension. This wouldn't be tight enough for when you want to make your wigs. And if you had the tension dial on 9, it'd be way too tight. They say the perfect tension is between 3 and 4. I like to keep mine on 4. The presser foot is normally at the back of the machine. When you're sewing your wigs, you always need to make sure that the presser foot is down. Winding the bobbin. This is where you place the bobbin. You always want to push it to the right when you're ready to thread it. This is the spool holder where you put the thread. You put these on it to hold it into place. This is the bobbin casing where you access the bobbin. You push this lever and it pops open. This is what the bobbin looks like. When you're threading your machine, you will need some thread. I use this cheaper one for the moment while I'm practicing. I got this free with the machine. When you are making your wigs to sell them, you need to make sure you're using a high quality thread. I like this brand, it's 100% polyester and it's very strong. How to tell if the thread is good quality is when you pull it apart, the thread shouldn't snap. No matter how much tension, it won't break it. Put the thread on the spool holder and add the protectors. I like to add both, but you only need to add the big one if you have a larger thread. Next, add the thread and then add both of the protectors. I like to add both, but it's not necessary. Place the thread through the hook. Next, you need to follow the diagram and go around the tension holder. Once that's done, you need to put the thread through one of the bobbin holes and pull it through. Put it onto the bobbin holder and push it down. Once that's done, you push it to the right so you can lock it into place. Step onto the pedal and gain some traction. You need to keep going until the stopper stops the bobbin from spinning around. When the bobbin stops spinning, that means it's full. You need to push it back to the left and cut off the excess thread. You don't want to be in a situation where the bobbin is lopsided. Once finished threading the bobbin, unwind from the tension dial, as you only need this when you want to add thread to the bobbin.